Yo, what's going on? And welcome back to some Fire Emblem 3 houses. And I was actually going through our inventory a little bit, cleaning up because a lot of units picked up items that they didn't want last time and traded items to people that didn't really want those items. So I was going through our inventories really quick, taking everything out, and I realized that Flame is in our party now, obviously. So I was looking at her inventory first of all, and she had an intermediate seal, which I just took the intermediate seal to put it in the convoy so they all stack on top of each other. We know how many we have. But beside that point, I was looking at Flame's skills. So she is a Lancer and a Faith user, and she is currently a Priest. Do we know anything about her crest? I didn't actually look at the crest. Sometimes raises might when using recovery magic. Okay, fair enough. But the thing that I noticed is she has a budding talent in reason. So my thought was immediately take her off of Lance and put her goals into reason. So that's what we're gonna do. Reason and faith. And hopefully we can develop that budding talent. Maybe she's just like some secret top tier mage. But we'll figure that out in good time. I just thought I would share that we were doing that. Otherwise, I'm kind of curious as far as classes for Flame go at the moment, because I don't know if she has mastered any classes. So let us look. It appears that she just is a priest all the time. We don't have any beginner seals. But it might be useful to go back and get Monk, because Monk gives +2 magic damage. And she has a 100% chance of passing that. Because like everyone else has like, am I crazy? Oh no, it's because I'm not at the reclass menu. That's why. This menu will be easier to read. Okay, so she has the ability to be a noble, which we might want to go through the noble really quick and get her that extra health that it will give. But she is already a priest. Like I said, she seems to have skipped the beginner classes, so it might be good to also make her a monk at some point so she can get her +2 magic. Because if she is going to be doing reason and faith, then it would make sense for her to go ahead and get that +2 magic as soon as possible. As far as other stuff goes here, probably also want to make her a mage at some point, depending on how good her whatever she gets from reason is. If she's just not good, if it's not great, then I won't worry about it. But if it is good, then maybe I will concern myself with it. However, we probably can use, because Flame doesn't need the intermediate seal at the moment, because obviously she hasn't mastered any classes, so why would she need the intermediate seal? But we have units who do need the intermediate seal, like Ignatz, who just mastered his monk class, so he would like it. Has anyone else not leveled up, or at least mastered their beginner class? That's what we're looking for right now. Everyone to have mastered their beginner class and be in an intermediate class, I guess, is the second stipulation. Hilda has not mastered her beginner class yet. I know she's got to be close. She's 4 battles away. Okay, so we need to make sure that Hilda hurries up and does that. Leonie still doesn't have sniper, but she needs C in bow, right? Or archer. And she's close, she's like a few battles away, so that shouldn't take too awfully long to get. We should be able to get it in the next day of instruction. So Hilda, Leonie, Petra as well. How close is Petra to mastering Myrmidon? She's getting there. She's kind of behind because obviously she didn't get any master classes for all the levels she got while she wasn't in our party. Which is unfortunate. I feel like they should have some progress, otherwise it doesn't really make sense. But, so what are we going for? If Ignatz wants to be a sword savant, then we probably just start with whichever class he can pass, for sure. He could also become a dark mage, now that we got that dark seal. Definitely something to consider. I know that the Dark Mage mastery is supposed to be pretty good. I was just gonna make him a Dark Mage, right? There wasn't anything else to do. I think we'll wait on this one, and we'll let him level up just normal mage for now. He would also like to do Mercenary at some point because the Mercenary mastery is really good. And I just don't want to use my only Dark Seal at the moment, so we will do this. Skip that animation, I forgot.
I can't believe.
Yep. Okay, so he is now a new class that he can make advancements in. The other thing is we probably want to make sure we buy all limited stock things that we care about, not in this store. Specifically, the intermediate seals, because we need those. And we're gonna need them soon anyways for like Hilda and Petra and stuff like that. So we'll purchase those immediately. We can always buy beginner seals if we want to make Flayn into a noble. Or I guess she has, yeah, in case we want to make it not into noble, but the beginner classes like Myrmidon, Monk, stuff like that. So we can always buy those. There's no limitation there. So then I guess we just get on with exploring. Looks like most people explore. There's also a sword tournament, which will probably have Petra enter. I did also do like a quick assessment, make sure all of our abilities are in line. And I took out like if someone was currently using what's a good example? Like if someone was currently like Ignatz, I think he's trying to become a sword savant. So he had sword prowess and reasoning prowess, or whatever that one's called, but he also still had bow prowess, so I just took off bow prowess because he's not using it at the moment. So I didn't think it was necessary to keep it on him.
Professor, do you have a second? It's about Monica. Does she seem off to you?
I don't know, I haven't met her yet.
She was in prison for a long while, but she seems to have recovered almost instantly, and she's been bizarrely cheerful. You see what I mean? I wonder if she's straining to seem happy just to make people comfortable. And why is she so close to Edelgard anyway?
I don't know, maybe they know each other.
Never seen that. Never seen.
Well, I tried. Can we go to this place yet?
That's so.
No. I wonder if we can ever go there, or what the point of it is. Either way, let's start with the tournament, I think. Good place to start. Because it's not like Petra's gonna get any stronger before we attempt it. It's probably Cyril?
Along with Flayn, we found
found another female student who went missing last year. But now the combat professor Yuritsa has vanished. His origin begged many questions, so there were plenty of objections to his appointment here. He is apparently from House Prim of the Empire, but he was adopted from another family, or so they say. Anyway, there hasn't been much good to be said about House Prim in recent decades.
Interesting.
The Battle of the Eagle and Lion is a free-for-all contest among the three classes. If you are victorious, the Archbishop will no doubt present you with a reward. Just what I thought you'd say.
Can we address the elephant in the room? The battle is called The Lion and the Eagle. What about the third house? The Golden Deer? Excuse you?
What do you say, Adel? Shall we meet up in the library later to... Oh, hello, Professor!
Why were you speaking so creepily? She, like, there's something wrong with her face. She just looks evil.
Do you need something? I'm a little busy at the moment.
Sorry, Professor. I've got a lot of questions to ask Adel here. Since I couldn't graduate last year, I really want to make sure I can do so this year. What do you say, Adel? Since I couldn't...
Okay, there was no separate conversation. That's just creepy. I don't like Monica. She's a creeper. Alright, so sword tournament, huh? I believe in you, Petra. I think you can take down everyone and earn us that intermediate seal. Against Ingrid. No crit chance? I guess it's because the training sword. Training stuff is known for not having high crit chance. Ouch.
My heart is full of victory.
Against Dimitri. So, he's hitting for 11. He's actually out hitting us, which sucks. It's gonna take him 3 turns to kill, and in that time, we are going to get 25 damage off. So we need to heal, which is bad, but I don't think we can win this tournament. Now you crit? Oh. Petra's ability, when someone's below half health, her crit chance goes up by 20% or something. So it only works really late. Oh my goodness. Well, we're definitely not gonna win this tournament, but we can at least take on Edelgard, I guess. Are you dead? Okay.
Flame spirit, protect me.
Semifinals? Yeah, there's no way we can win that. I mean, we should try it because we don't lose anything for trying it, I believe. Darn. If he had missed, maybe we would have had a chance. Alright, well, that was significantly more difficult than I thought. I thought Petra would be perfect for this, but obviously there's some really good sword users about. So let's go talk to people, find all the quests, do everything for the day. Blue sparkles. Pond snail. There's also a fishing tournament, right? So I should probably see if I can win the fishing tournament.
Hi, Professor. Gronder is in the territory of House Bergleys in the Empire. That's right next to my home, the region of House Varley. Oh, no. What if my parents come to watch?
I don't know that. Let's just tell her that.
Are you sure? You wouldn't say that if you weren't completely sure, right?
I actually would doubt it, but it makes you feel better. Where is Lysithia? It said she was in this area too. Oh, there you are.
Why would we go all the way to Gronder Field? It's idiocy to travel that far. It may be a tradition, but it takes forever to get there and is exhausting. So pointless. I guess there's nothing to be done about it. Even by you, Professor.
Yeah, I don't make the traditions.
What? What?
Who knows a lot about plants?
Let's see.
Oh, hey.
Fodlan is big. It's not as big as Almyra is, but it's still pretty big. Travel? I don't know. Never thought about it, I guess.
Is this
I don't know
yours?
who this-
What?
I
don't know if I believe you.
I don't know.
Professor, as Seteth told you, we're to have a fishing tournament. Given the events of the last month, I believe this is just the sort of distraction we need, staff and student alike. I'm afraid I'm not one for such festivities. I do enjoy a spot of fishing, though. I believe it best that I stick to quietly fishing by myself.
Alright, fair enough. Okay, we need to do this, but I need to go grab something. I shall return in 1 moment. Alrighty. We are good. Let us harvest. Oh my gosh, so many things. We got 5 gifts, 6 gifts. Are we gonna level up? Victory. Activity points for battles has also increased, so maybe now we can do 2 battles? Can we also plant more seeds, maybe? So we didn't get back any of that 4-star seed, huh? Unlucky. So let's do one of these. Oh, we can only do 3 seeds still. Yep, no more allowed. Nah, we'll come pick that up at some point.
Let's see.
You know, I'm pretty good at fishing. My older brother used to take me out. Why don't you give it a try too? They say we can eat whatever we catch.
I think you could do that anyways.
Hey, I've been looking for that. How'd you know?
So he was the guy who's good with plants. Genius.
No.
Sometimes it's nice to dangle a fishing line and let your mind wander. I'd love to spend some time lounging around by a scenic river or lake. Someone
How is this tea stuff not yours?
Holding such a frivolous and downright ridiculous event so close to the Battle of the Eagle and Lion? It's absolutely absurd.
Why?
Although, they did say we could eat whatever we catch. I'm a sucker for a good meal. I just couldn't resist. No. No. No.
No. Oh, hey.
Welcome to the monastery fishing tournament. You look confused. Didn't Seth tell you about it? Just catch whatever fish Flame requests. Show any fish you catch to Flame. I have a favor to ask.
Use the tournament bait to catch the fish that Flame wants to eat. You can also talk to other participants to compare the sizes of fish you caught. We got 50 bait? Alright.
It's not mine. It's not.
Well, I tried. I found some fish. There's a lot of people around here, huh?
You're entering too. Then how about a little friendly competition? Let's see who can catch the biggest fish. There's no way I'll lose.
You're likely to beat Raphael if you have a fish with a rarity of 4 stars or higher. He caught a 4-star fish?
That is.
What a god.
So you are joining the fishing tournament? That's great, but you don't stand a chance against me. I just caught this beauty. I bet you can't catch a bigger one of the same kind.
Raphael, like, doubled that. I don't think you got a very good chance.
What's this? What's this?
Any blue sparkles? Nope, just lots of cats.
I am happy that you will have participation. Maybe you and I both can have a small contest with each other? We will both have catching of the same fish type and do comparisons. Whoever has the fish with the biggest size will be winning, okay?
3 stars.
This is not...
Looks like Raphael's got it on lock so far.
Hey, I'm going to catch me some mighty fish. Just you wait and see. But they haven't been biting. What shouting? Everyone told me I was too loud, so I've been using my quiet voice.
Is that your quiet voice? Whoops.
Will you be taking part too, Professor? I must admit I am quite excited. I cannot recall the type of fish I was hoping to dine on.
How do you not remember what the fish for the tournament is?
So, if you do manage to catch a fish, do you mind bringing it for me to see?
This is just a bother.
Oh, that is mine.
Victory achieved.
Have you thought about entering? Maybe you and I could have a little friendly competition. I just caught this fish here. Why don't you try catching a bigger one of the same type?
4 stars. Oh my Jesus.
Oh, this is mine. Thanks. I'm glad to have it back.
Alright, well, let's try catching some fish, I guess, while we're here. Do any of these people have fish sizes now? Oh yeah.
Why don't we have some fun with this? A little contest. If you catch a fish like this, come show it to me. Whoever catches the bigger fish will be the victor.
2 stars. I think I can manage.
Oh, are you taking whoever can catch the
2 stars.
Oh, so you catch the same kind of fish?
3 stars. So we got 2 people catching honkers over here. Okay, how do I actually fish though? So we gotta use the tournament bait. I wonder if we get Professor XP for using the tournament bait. Three stars. It's a good start. Oh, what? How was that not excellent? I disagree. Ooh, a redfish. Don't mess it up. I've done it. Come on, show me a 4 star. 5 stars, I win. All of you lose already. I'm just gonna keep catching more though. So I think I need to catch some for everyone who entered. Oh my gosh, that first circle was way too fast. Compared, oh, what? I'm mad. I'm mad. That could have been a good one. Oh, it's another 5 star though. I'm pretty much just the best, so. Ah, whoops. God. The thing is too slow now for me. I'm used to the super high speeds. We're not getting Professor XP for this though, I did notice. Well, since we already caught a 5 star fish, why don't we go see if we won the tournament? Did I win?
Yes, yes, yay! This is it. This is the fish I have been pining for. I am so pleased. I shall cook it up immediately.
So you just wanted one of the lame ones? That wasn't even one of the like... Oh, it was one of the 5 stars. Mmm.
Thanks.
I guess that's it. That was fun, wasn't it?
Did I win?
I'm going to catch me some...
Yes, this created more fun than I have experienced in a long time. Did you also have the fun?
So what am I supposed to do with... We could get her motivation up, but what am I supposed to do with all these fish now?
I wasn't expecting much, but this tournament was a lot of fun.
I can't give the fish to anyone.
The fishing tournament's over already? Guess it's time for my personal eating tournament then. Best part is, no losing.
I guess I won the tournament too quickly.
The fishing tournament is over. I heard you did some fishing, and that Flame is happy.
No one's acting like I won, but I'm fairly certain that I won the tournament. Like, I caught her a 5 star fish, correct?
Now is to eat it. Should I smoke it? Stew it? Ugh, I'm drooling already.
I think that's the end of the fishing tournament. I suppose it's time to prepare for the battle of the eagle and lion.
Fishing was a nice change of pace, but now it's...
Alright. We're all done with this fishing tournament nonsense. Did we talk to everyone? Wait, how do you even scroll down? Oh. Figured it out. Turns out it wasn't that complicated. So we do need to go to the marketplace. So we should probably start by doing that. Because we want to buy gifts. Try and maybe recruit people. Oh, hey.
Do you have time for a request?
A knight has obtained information about bandits that have been showing up as of late. Head out to the village and deal with the bandits. Alrighty.
Pardon me. Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Young Monica disappeared last year. I thought she had simply run along home, but it turns out she was kidnapped. I can't believe it. How awful it must have been for the poor thing.
Again, if she has a home to run off to, why did no one wonder where she was? Did they think she got held back a year at a one-year school?
They say her personality has completely changed, but at least she seems more cheerful than before. Grateful to be alive, perhaps?
I think she might be a demon. I would watch out for her. Sparkles. Chickpeas?
Hello there.
Oh, last time we spent so much money and we're gonna spend so much money again.
This one,
Oh
yes.
well.
I thank you.
Can't be helped. What else are we gonna spend our money on
I
anyways?
thank you. This one, yes. I think 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 this one, yes. I thank you. Return soon, please.
Hey, welcome.
Welcome.
You have a good eye. A pleasure. You have a good eye. You have a good eye. You have a good eye. You have a good eye.
Please stop repeating the same thing.
You have a good eye. 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 A pleasure doing business with you.
A pleasure doing. That does not look like a guy who matches that voice whatsoever. Ooh, blue sparkle. Who is skilled with a bow? Maybe Leone? I don't know.
That's right.
Is there anything else over here? Oh, I see you. Why did they just leave smithing stones for me to steal out front? I don't understand. What are you doing? Jousting Almanac? A record of jousting matches held in Fargus. Feel like that might be Dimitri?
I received a rare letter from my father recently. He said that he is praying for the Golden Deer House to emerge victorious. Insistently praying. My father attended the Officers' Academy and won a glorious victory in the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. I think he is quite proud of that, even to this day. I suppose that shows how great an honor it truly is.
Yet they didn't change the name of the battle to include the house he was part of. Like, we tried giving you this tea, right? I'm not just dumb. I hope.
You know, the Empire used to control all of Fodlan, but after the Civil War, the northern region split off and became the Kingdom. Later, the eastern part of the Kingdom seceded to become the Alliance. There are 3 powers today, but 1,000 years ago, we were all united as one. Even now, among the nobles of the Empire, there are some who dream of reunifying Fodlan.
Is this yours?
How could you...
Wait, do you like tea?
Oh, I was looking for this. Thank you so much.
Well, that solves that mystery. So I don't think there's anyone in the near vicinity. We could go talk to Tomas real quick. He's just around the corner and through the woods. We don't appear to be able to go back to Yuritsa's house.
Refreshing breeze upon your face. You know it is almost time for the battle of the Eagle and Lion. Gronder Field is within the Empire, but the path there from the monastery necessitates passing through Alliance territory. Fodlan's biggest river, the Aramid River, flows along the border between the Empire and the Alliance. You will have to cross one of the largest bridges upon that river, the Great Bridge of Murden.
Fascinating. Alright, to the dining hall. Only Leone is here. We'll see if this bow stuff is hers. Burlap sack of rocks. That's definitely Raphael. Closely related to a knight? I don't know. Isn't Sylvain? Where's Leone at? What the? She's out here.
Come on, why are they having a fishing tournament now? Are they just giving up on the battle of the eagle and lion?
No, I already won the tournament. It's over.
You're not condoning this, right?
I won the tournament.
Are you? What? If you've got all this free time, shouldn't you be spending it on your students?
I won the tournament in 5 minutes. Give me a break. Is this yours?
Someone lost. Someone.
Alright. Nice talking to you, Leonie. I'm glad that we don't have the mystery music for Where's Flayn anymore. I didn't really like that music. I like this music a lot more. An arcane crystal. Oh, I see you. There's some support discussion over here. Who is it?
Professor.
Oh, hey, it's Ash.
Oh, shopping took longer than I thought. It's a good thing I had your help, Professor. Looks like we've got everything we came for. Time to head back to the monastery. To tell you the truth, I wasn't sure if the money that knight gave us would be enough. We managed to scrape by, though. I'm glad those shopkeepers were willing to strike a few bargains. It's one of the few things I'm really good at. I've got a lot of experience living in the city. Money was tight for me, too. At least until Lenato adopted me into his family. Come to think of it, you were originally a mercenary, weren't you? I'm sure you've traveled all over Fodlan.
I'm actually surprisingly unknowledgeable about anything in the world.
That must have been a pretty different life from regular folks like me.
Well, considering I didn't talk to people at all before then. He would probably like this answer more. But you're probably right.
It sounds a lot more exciting, though, traveling the world from conflict to conflict. But a mercenary's whole job is fighting, isn't it? Must be a pretty tough way to live. Wow, I guess you must get used to it. That's really incredible, though. Oh! I had no idea they sold this book around here. I haven't seen this one for ages. Lug and the Maiden of Wind. It's a well-known tale of chivalry in Fargus. Lug is the King of Lions. This book is full of his exciting adventures. I've loved this since I was a kid. It was what got me learning to read.
Give me that book!
Hey, creep! Don't touch the merch! What the? Somebody catch that thief! Cut him in half like my prices!
Calm down, ma'am.
You calm down, kid! If he gets away with that valuable merch, it'll be a huge loss for me!
Here, allow me to compensate you.
Huh? Are you serious, kid? I mean, no objections over here, but that sounds crazy.
Don't you worry. That thief will be paying me back just as soon as I catch him. Head on back to the monastery, Professor. I'll take care of everything here.
You sure? I really should go help him. But okay.
Going all the way to the Empire for a mock battle? This is serious business. And there's a reward to be had as well. I'd really like to win this thing.
Oh, don't worry, we'll win.
Everyone else seems to be raring to go too. We're all looking to you to guide us, Teach.
Is this yours? Well, I don't think any of these items are yours. I apologize.
Well, excuse me, Professor. Do you think it would reflect poorly on me if I chose not to take part in the battle of the Eagle and Lion?
Probably, yes.
Well, I don't really want to leave the monastery. I'm not very confident, but I'll try my best.
That's all we care about.
What's this? What's the... What's the... What's the...
Yeah, I didn't really think any of these were yours. I've gotten too lazy to not press A on all of them.
Right. Grunder Field is in the Empire, right? I wonder how we'll get there.
Probably walking.
I thought I heard that there's no path that goes straight from the monastery to the Empire.
Have you considered taking roads?
Oh, perhaps we'll travel through Alliance territory. Yes, I see. From the east, we would go... there. Ah, yes, that must be it.
Is this yours? Well. Oh, it's Dorothea.
The battle of the Eagle and Lion is coming up soon. Feeling confident?
Very. Oh, that's the exact answer I was gonna give.
That's the spirit.
Is this yours? How am I supposed to know who is very closely related to a knight? Jeez. I could invite you to tea. I know you liked this last time. What? I must be really dumb. Apparently she did not like that. What am I supposed to do with all these tournament fish? I thought I could give them away, but now I can't, so I don't see the point.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you, Professor. Thank you, Professor.
Are we done yet? Oh, maybe? Okay, we are indeed done with that, so I could stop using up gifts. I was gonna say wasting, but seems like not the nice way to put it. Forgot about this area.
Hello.
Alright, where else can we go? Oh, the conversation's all the way over here. Let's go have the conversation real quick. Then maybe at some point she'll request to join. We need to figure out who else we're gonna try and get to join now, though. We could work on Ash since we just got C support with him.
Professor.
Excuse me? I thought I was coming here to speak with Dorothea, but okay. Yeah, right now is fine.
I wonder why. Why does Lady Rhea give you special treatment?
I don't know, because she likes Gerald?
You're not particularly strong or good-looking. You seem exceedingly unremarkable.
Did you see the fact that I can wield a hero's relic without a crest?
Not that I doubt you were a skilled mercenary. Shamir came from the same background, but she doesn't get nearly as much of Lady Rhea's attention. Besides, it'd be one thing if you got brought on as a knight, but a professorship, unprecedented. I'm not blaming you, I'm just perplexed. And it's not like just anyone can wield the Sword of the Creator. It's a legendary relic, right? And it was casually handed over to you. It's unbelievable. Maybe it's because you're related to Gerald. He was a leader of the Knights of Seros, and probably the finest mercenary in all Fodlan. By the time I joined, he was gone. So I don't know him too well, but he's strong, right?
Both of these answers suck. I don't know what you're talking about, it's just stupid, so not as strong as people say.
Oh, come on. There can't be a soul in Fodlan who hasn't heard tales of the Bladebreaker. Maybe that's it. Gerald used his influence to help you.
He didn't even want to come back here.
But Lady Rhea wouldn't give you favorable treatment because of that. No, definitely not. There must be something more to you.
Yeah, I got nothing. You're gonna have to figure it out for me.
Okay, that settles it. I'm going to watch from afar. Figure out what Lady Rhea could possibly see in you.
That's fine.
Whatever it is, maybe I can copy it so that you'll take a shine to me as well. And if I discover that your intentions are malicious, I'll cut you down. With relish.
Okay. What a good support conversation. Well, the Dorothea thing is over here, so let's go do that. Do 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 do.
Professor.
Do 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 do.
Professor, oh, don't worry. It's nothing. Actually, could we talk for a bit? Somewhere a little more private?
Oh, you don't want to share your problems in the middle of the dining hall?
I'm just gonna come right out and say it. I find you a little difficult to be around.
What does that mean?
I know. I'm your student and you're just trying to watch out for me. But the way you look at me sometimes, it's like you're seeing right through me.
It's possible. Did you drink that invisibility potion I gave you? What do I want to say here? I do like to apologize for things, but at the same time, I don't know what you're talking about.
No, don't apologize. I know you don't mean anything bad by it, and I'm just self-conscious, I guess. The thing is, I don't have anything to call my own. No land, no birthright, no fortune. Little knowledge or battle skill. I think that's why I always clung to my popularity as a diva. Even after leaving the stage behind, I sort of kept up the act. When I look at you, it's like your eyes are accusing me. Telling me that you see right through it. That's what I mean when I say it's difficult being around you. Hey, this might be nuts, but maybe you could show me some kind of weakness of yours?
Talking to people. Well, I very obviously have weaknesses.
You know my biggest fear. If I know one of yours, maybe I'll feel less, I don't know, vulnerable. Excellent. Well then, don't mind me. I bet I know your weakness. It's not mental, is it? It's physical. You're ticklish. Here, I'll prove it.
That would be a really lame greatest weakness.
That's right. The next time you gaze into my soul, I know just how I'll retaliate. Professor? What's with you? Why aren't you reacting to anything I'm doing?
Maybe I'm not ticklish. Did you ever think of that?
Come on. I thought that was funny. I swear, it's like your heart isn't even beating.
Is it supposed to do that? That's why I don't have a pulse. Oh my god. Actually, my heart isn't beating? What are the odds that there was an answer like that? Oh, come on. I want to say it, but at the same time, I don't know if this conversation would take it as being sarcastic or not. So I'm just gonna apologize like normal.
That's alright. I didn't really think a little tease like that would be enough to get to you anyway. Though I was giving it my all. You're pretty tough to resist that.
There's some interesting interactions going on with Dorothea. So she should at some point now ask us to join. We need to figure out who else we want to try and get to join. Like a priority list of the people that we want. Is Monica's like such a creeper. I feel like I'm going to reveal a spoiler by doing this, but if we look on the supports, I'm going to guess that Monica is not on them because she is probably not a recruitable character because she's a creeper. So who else are we looking to recruit? Can probably get Dorothea now. We're on our way to Ash, so maybe we just do Ash. Mercedes and Ingrid are still a little bit away. I don't know if we need to do anything to recruit these three. I don't think so. I think they just kind of join. So I'm not really worried about that. I don't know if we can recruit Rhea. That'd be really funny if we could. But somehow seems very doubtful. Yeah, I guess we'll just try and recruit Ash for now, and then after we finish that, we'll work on Mercedes and then Ingrid, and we'll go from there, I suppose. But how do I get to this quest? I can't use... Wait, is this door open? Where is it? Oh, this is the gazebo. The amiibo gazebo. Get me over here.
After all, the ladies love nothing more than a winner. And around here, there's no bigger game. I knew you'd understand, Professor.
See, what he doesn't get is that answer was not meant to be a compliment. Good thing cocky people don't understand sarcasm.
Flame and Monica, was it? I'm glad they were returned safe and sound.
Well, turns out that the item is not yours because I can't give you items.
Ever since the tournament, the kitchen is completely overtaken with fish. The cooks cannot keep up.
I mean, is that a bad thing? Just have the kids cook it themselves. It'll solve your problems very quickly.
I need a favor.
Practice battle maneuvers with the Knights of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. How do I do that? Is that like a battle, or do I go do something?
Hey, the Death Knight's true identity. Personally, I don't think it could be Yuritsa.
Yeah, I don't think the Death Knight is Yuritsa either. I think he might be the Flame Emperor, though. Still on the fence about that one.
He taught me swordsmanship. He said I had talent and the potential to get pretty strong. He was a little scary, of course. But it's hard for me to believe he's a bad person.
Maybe he's being mind controlled. So how do I do this quest? It doesn't appear to be on the map, which means it's probably a battle. Which makes sense. We should go over to the grave. See if there's anything there. Like a stray Geralt or something.
Yep.
Any blue sparkles up here? Still no name. I thought he might like fix the name or something at some point. Also, I'd like to point out now, the fact that Geralt said anything about if he dies, there'll be something hidden in his room somewhere, 100% he is going to die. Belongs to a skilled hunter. But yeah, he's definitely gonna die. So maybe we'll figure out about our mother
I'm just
after that.
absolutely exhausted. I swear to you, Professor, every month we're worked harder than the month before. I had imagined the Academy as a chance to possibly relax before our lives began in earnest. After graduating, we'll enter into noble society, which means contending with all the intrigues and dramas that entails. I want to just postpone life for a bit. Fish, nap under a tree, skip out on lectures, and, well, not your lectures, of course, Professor.
You're not even in my class. You don't come to my lectures to begin with.
That's not mine.
Well,
That's not.
I mean, I know that's Raphael's, but I don't know where Raphael is. He's somewhere not here. Let's go get the last quest, do the advice box. I do enjoy the good old advice box. Let's Good little mini game to put me under intense stress.
After the Battle of the Eagle and Lion, a prize is awarded to the winner by the Archbishop herself.
What if she gives me a second Sword of the Creator so I can dual wield Sword of the Creators?
It's a three-way battle, so you can't waste too much time just observing. You have to jump right in there.
I mean, logically though, to win a three-way battle of 3 even armies, all you have to do is pick one person off of one of the armies while they fight each other, and then just wipe the other army that wins, right? Unless the winning army suffers some casualties, I guess. Yeah, whatever, who cares, man? I'll just kill them all, probably. Just like I did last time, where I killed every single unit on my own, and they didn't even interact with each other.
You have to be proactive and defeat the most opponents. Do that, and it's quite possible the Archbishop will recognize how strong you are.
Catherine was just complaining that the Archbishop already does that.
Great memories. I was a student here many years ago. I know what I speak of.
Sure you do. But were you a professor here? One note. I don't like interfering in squabbles between noble brats, but the parents complain if I don't. It's annoying. Whoa. It's one of these two. This one. Dang it. Should have said it's okay to ignore them. I knew it was Shamir, but I didn't know what her attitude was to that. I thought that maybe she would out me if I told her that it was okay to ignore the parents.
Have you heard the rumor about the Goddess Tower?
No, I have no idea what that is.
Well, there's an annual ball here the month after next, during the ethereal moon.
Oh yeah, actually I know exactly what that
They
is.
say if a boy and a girl wish for something together at the Goddess Tower on that night, the goddess herself will grant it.
Never mind, I thought it was the dancing tournament. I got no idea what you're
I
talking
don't
about.
know where the rumor started, but it's a great story, isn't it?
I wonder if that is something that you can do? Like, act on that information? I got no idea if you can.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was lost in thought. The Death Knight's true identity. Could it actually be Professor Yuritsa?
Seems unlikely.
Did you?
I failed once again. How are the statues doing? I don't have enough points. Sorry.
Okay.
Alright. Oh, the quest is on the other side of the wall. What trickery. What are you doing in this corner?
I have a favor to ask.
Deliver the letter. There's no address, but there's only one person who is gallant, has a charming smile, and always puts his family first. I got no idea, so luckily you're going to tell me who it is, because otherwise... I don't know. Although it appears to be pointing to Aloise, maybe? Is that who was over here? Yep.
I'm going to catch me some mighty fish. Just you wait and see.
I definitely would not have guessed it's you. Oh my god, I have way too many gifts. Where is it? Here it is.
I appreciate this.
You should. They really made this quest very annoying, huh? Because they put the person really far away from the teleport spot. It's just like classic MMO quest. Highly annoying and not difficult.
My savior, thank you.
You're welcome, Rukia. Another floral adornment. Somehow I don't think Ash will appreciate a floral adornment, though. Let's go talk to Felix. How many points do we still have? Because all we did is the Fighty Fight tournament, where we lost, because I severely overestimated Petra's capabilities. She doesn't really have a whole lot of good skills, which I think was the problem. Because she hasn't really mastered very many classes, so...
Since we were little, Ingrid's always gotten this odd look in her eye when someone brings up food. That's mine. Thank you for finding it.
What did I just give you? That's what I get for just pressing A on things. Doesn't really matter to me. I think it had something to do with training or whatever, who cares? Weapon maintenance, maybe? No one's in the library. Alright, let's go down this way first.
Yes. How are preparations for the Battle of the Eagle and Lion going? Fishing? Taking it easy, are you?
Well, I had to win the tournament.
Recent happenings at the monastery. There is something going on behind the scenes here. I've been commissioned to investigate as well. As I've already mentioned, this month I'm off to the kingdom. You be on your guard, okay? Perhaps I've gotten in your head too much.
Yeah, but you're probably not gonna survive.
I won't go dying on you. I've stayed alive this long after all.
Yeah, I guess you're not wrong. Still don't trust you to not die, but...
I don't know if you've heard, but Flame is very special. Her blood carries a rare crest. Oh, the lengths to which she could advance my research, if only I were able to study her.
Well, now she's under my jurisdiction. So, if you're nice to me, maybe we could arrange something.
If only it weren't for Seteth's strict orders. He protects his sister with unusual zeal. Have you ever tried convincing Seteth of anything? I'm not sure I could convince that man the sky is blue, if he hadn't already looked up for himself.
I mean, I'm currently working on convincing him of the fact that I am allowed to be a professor here. It seems to be going quite well, after I saved Flame. This yours? What about this? I don't think this is yours either. I don't get what the point of that is. Like, can I bring other people here? Otherwise it just analyzes my crest every time.
Pretty good, you know? Then I'd go and get stabbed.
You got stabbed? I thought you just like got hit across the head with like a blunt object.
But my opponent was the Death Knight, so I figure I did pretty well to only get stabbed. I wonder if it's true that he is actually Yuritsa.
Wait, you fought the Death Knight? I thought you fought Yuritsa. Well, this changes everything.
Whoever he is, I'm going to make him pay. It turns out that when I get stabbed, I get really mad.
It seems natural for most people. They either get really mad or die. I will help you.
Let him get the better of me again.
Is this yours?
No.
What about this?
No.
This?
No.
Burlap sack of rocks. Okay, there's no one over in the common room. Wait, where's Raphael anyways? Have we not seen him? Can we go to the 3rd floor yet? No? Still not? Hey Raya, what's up?
The situation last month was dire indeed. The students endured great hardship. I hope you were able to put all of that behind you, so that you may focus on this month's assignment. A most reassuring response. I trust that your class is in good hands. I look forward to seeing your skills on display at the Battle of the Eagle and Lion.
Should do some more faith training. I could train sword.
The glory of progress.
Oh, that went well. Hey, Sadith, what up?
I hear that you participated in the fishing tournament. I appreciate you taking the time.
See, I told you, Sadith likes me now.
I'm sorry.
Alright, well. I feel like there are several students that I have not yet discovered. Oh, Raphael's at the fishing tournament. Right. Let us go there then. Where was he? He was over here.
The fishing tournament. Oh, hey! I can't believe I dropped this. Thanks for bringing it to me.
You're welcome. I really don't know who these other ones belong to, but... Okay, so how much energy? We got 3 energy. What kind of training do we want to do? Probably should do the choir practice and eat a meal. And then maybe do some sword training. We can find well, we know where Catherine is. She's at the fishing tournament. Okay, so we're already good on Dorothea. We don't need to worry about that. You two already have motivation. Should we try and gain motivation with someone? We'll try and gain some support with Ash and motivation. Does Petra need motivation? Who needs motivation the most at the moment? Maybe Ignatz? Or Claude? Claude's kind of slacking. Flame's at full motivation, right? Yeah. I think it's either Petra or Claude, or Ignatz. Let's do Claude. I kind of want to see Claude's interaction here.
Am I doing all right? I hope I'm not too off.
There's someone who's slightly off. Oh well, that adds some color, I suppose.
Wait, are Claude's interactions based off of other people? Or was that just random? Because if that was just random, that was perfect. You gain very little faith experience, I realize now. Because I just leveled up and I'm still at the beginning of that bar. Alright, let's eat some food. And then we'll go train with Catherine. And then we'll go find Ash and try and get him to be a B support as well. Oh boy. I guess the choir doesn't give motivation. Good to know. But we know that Claude needs motivation. And he likes this food, this onion gratin soup. Onion stewed with white trout and baked with a layer of cheese on top. Well, they did say they had too many fish, so I suppose it makes sense. I was gonna say Mercedes, probably.
That smell, it's amazing. My fave, in fact. Do you like it too?
This is my absolute favorite. How did you know, Professor?
Victory achieved. I'm not getting a lot of professor experience anymore. Alright, let's go train with Catherine real quick. And
I guess
that'll be it. Sword training, please. Just good. Come on. Oh, we got an interaction over here. With who, though? Maybe Mercedes? Like a C interaction with Mercedes? That'd be a good start. Oh, hey.
Good evening, Professor. Returning from work, I take it? I commend you for working so late into the evening. All of my days at the Academy are enriching thanks to you. Try not to overtax yourself, alright? I'm concerned for your health. We wouldn't want you to wear yourself out. The goddess won't smite you if you rely on others for help, you know. Listen here, Professor. You might not like what I'm about to say. To be perfectly honest, I had my doubts when I first met you.
Me too. It's not surprising. Why would it be surprising?
At first, I thought you seemed too young to be a professor. It is unusual, you have to admit. Yet you seemed very composed and mature despite your age. You're strong-willed, encouraging, and you go to great lengths to ensure that everyone is cared for. But it almost feels like you're trying too hard to be a perfect role model for your students.
Definitely comes with the territory.
If that's how you feel, then I can't disagree. But I think it's necessary to give yourself a break every now and again. The mind has a tendency to make mistakes when you've exhausted yourself. In my case, I still seem to make mistakes even when I'm wide awake. Oh, you know, I'm always mixing up the dates for drills or misplacing things.
Have you considered putting the dates on your calendar on your cell phone?
Just the other day, I forgot to put on my uniform and headed out to practice wearing only my...
That seems like a little bit of a bigger issue.
Well, you can imagine how embarrassed I was. My mind can be so scattered sometimes. Anyway, where was I? Ah, that's right. What I'm trying to say is that you shouldn't push yourself too hard. If you do, you might end up in a pretty bad place. That reminds me, is there anything I can do to assist you, Professor? If it's all right with you, I'd like to help in any way I can.
Start by joining my class.
Whatever you need, just say the word. I look forward to helping you out.
Oh, that went well. Alright. So, support-wise, Ash, Mercedes. I'm surprised we somehow don't have support with Rhea yet, even though I always go to Faith Train with her. So we could really do either Ash or Mercedes, because they both seem to have the same amount of progress now. Maybe Ash has like slightly more. Where is Ash? Anyways, he's at the fishing tournament.
Hey.
Is Mercedes at the fishing tournament too? No, she was in the cathedral.
Fishing was a nice change.
I could also try inviting the tea at some point. None of these are yours? Well, you do like fishing. I don't know if you have a sweet tooth, not gonna lie. But does Mercedes have a sweet tooth? I don't remember.
Wow, I can have this?
Okay, well he has a sweet tooth. Noted. Save this for Mercedes.
Oh.
Do you like weight training? That doesn't really seem like you. Okay, how are we doing here? No support yet. Watering can. I think he likes gardening too, so... Well, not that much, apparently. Do you like horseback riding? What about weapon maintenance? Are you a tea aficionado? No, not really. That's not for you. You do like reading, I know for a fact. You told me.
Wow.
Yes, victory. You probably can have that too. How are we doing now? Still nothing, huh?
Fishing wasn't.
Traveling or cooking? I don't know, just take it. Oh, you do like it. That's actually really good then. Art or carving? Oh, whatever. Do you like weapons? I got no idea. Board game?
Okay, thanks.
He doesn't like the board game. Don't give him board games. Have we done it? Okay, we've done it. Which means we can give the rest of the things to Mercedes. Who would have known that he doesn't like board games? Must have had a traumatic experience playing Monopoly with his parents.
True identity. Could it actually be Professor Yuritsa? Thank you. Oh my, this is great.
She loves gemstones.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, that's all I got. You didn't like any of this stuff. I don't even know who those things belong to. I doubt we got a support level with her. Nope, not quite yet. But we'll get there shortly. Looks like his message is actually right out here. Like right over here. Oh, it's a blue sparkle. He led me straight to the blue sparkle with the owl feather that I can give to Mercedes.
Hey, Professor, did I ever tell you what happened with that thief?
Nope.
I went after him, and I did manage to catch up, but...
You couldn't get him to pay for the book.
Sort of. I actually decided not to make him pay for it.
I see. Because you really liked the book.
My pockets were pretty empty after that incident, if you want to know the truth.
Oh, he mugged you. Well, that's not good.
Well, what happened was, when I caught him, I asked him why he stole the book. He said he thought it would fetch a good price, and that he really needed the money. He had a sick kid and couldn't pay for medicine.
Have you considered that maybe he lied to you?
Oh, maybe you're right. But if he really did have a sick child, that would be a matter of life and death. A little money is nothing compared to that. I'd rather believe a lie than risk someone's life if I'm wrong.
I mean, it's not like you're risking their life if you're wrong. It was just mismanagement on someone else's part to begin with.
And to be completely honest, there was a time when I wasn't so different from him. It was a long time ago, and I've put all that behind me now. But yes, I was. My parents died of illness, so I had to provide for my little brother and sister. I did my best to earn money for them legitimately, but I wasn't able to bring home enough. So I turned to thieving. From people on the streets, from shops, even from soldiers. I knew it was wrong, but seeing my brother and sister's smiling faces made me too happy to stop. I really regret that part of my life. I was stupid. But shortly after I turned 9, I crept into a local noble's mansion, aiming to steal whatever I could get my hands on. The noble had all sorts of valuables, but what really caught my eye was a book with a fancy cover. That book was Lug and the Maiden of Wind. The knight in the illustrations was so impressive, I just couldn't tear my eyes away. You probably see where this is going. Moments after I grabbed the book, I was caught in the act by the noble. And that noble was none other than Lenato. But Lenato was incredibly kind. Without asking any questions, he gave me the book. And money, too. When I told him I couldn't read, he invited me into his mansion, along with my brother and sister. He taught me how to read, personally. So, with the thief I caught in town, I was trying to do the same thing. To be like Lenato. I want to make up for the bad things I've done. To leave this world better than I found it. That's why, even if it wasn't easy on my pockets, I'm proud to say I helped him. I know what you're trying to say. My contribution probably won't change much. And it's not like I have the money to help everyone who's suffering from poverty. Even so, I can't bear to stand by and do nothing. What else could I have done, Professor?
Not much. Ash has an interesting story. I like him. Well, I guess that's it, right? We did everything. We got one more gift that we can go give Mercedes, but I doubt it'll be enough to actually increase her support level. But if it is...
The Death Knight's true. Oh my, this is great.
It was doubly awesome. Nope, didn't work. So is there anywhere where we could see what items we have? First of all, put this away. We don't need that. I should probably use some of those items at some point. Also, this pure water we probably don't need at the moment. And what does recover even do? Greatly heals an adjacent ally. Why do I have recover yet someone like Marianne doesn't yet? Very interesting. But yeah, I don't really know who the other things that I have would go to. I don't see anyone there. Could be Hubert. Hubert could take the thing that's for knights. I feel like it would be someone from the Fargus Empire.
The Battle of the Eagle, and if you are.
Hubert is
The bat if you
not allowed. Alright, fair enough. Who else? Oh, that's not the button I meant to press. We tried Ferdinand already. Wasn't him. I think we tried Sylvain. I think we tried Linhart. We didn't try Dedu. We could try him, but I thought he was one of the unrecruitable people. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Ever since the...
Yeah, he's unrecruitable.
So it is. Flame.
Can't think of who else it would be. Felix was over here. We gave him something, but he didn't want any of the other things. Sarah, we tried everyone. Maybe we didn't try Hahnemann though. At least I don't think so. I don't remember now. I could have sworn I would have tried everyone, but for some reason I don't think I did. Oh yeah, none of these items make sense. So we got hunting, bow, and jousting. Who would like jousting? Trying to think here. I would have thought that Sylvain was a good candidate. Oh, maybe Gilbert? Hold on. Can we even give things to Gilbert? I don't think so. I don't think it's an option.
I believe it best.
Oh, we can.
No, that...
Jousting?
No, that...
Huh.
Let's see. Fodlan.
Maybe
I don't know.
the hunting one? Nope. Okay. So who else is related to knights then? We know it's not Ash. Could be Ingrid, I guess, but didn't we already ask her?
No.
Yeah, we definitely already asked her. Oh, okay, well, it was the jousting one for her. I guess we didn't have the jousting one when we asked her last time. Are you good with a bow? I don't know what class you are.
What's this? What's this?
No. Petra's good at hunting, right? There we go. Okay, now we just need to find someone good with a bow. Just Shamir's good with a bow.
Fishing tournament. I heard you did. Thanks. How did you?
Victory achieved. Alright, we found all of the items that people had lost, so we've pretty much done everything we can today. I'm pretty satisfied. We should have 2 students coming up to us in the next month or so. Maybe before the tournament, but probably after the tournament to ask to join our class. I can talk to you?
Fishing tournament before the battle of the, but the fish are especially tasty. Have you had any, Professor? You'd bet.
Interesting. But yeah. What was I saying before I talked to that man? I don't really remember. Oh, Sothis has something new to say as well.
This monastery is more dangerous than I expected. It's likely that our foes have infiltrated the ranks of the teachers. And there may be others of questionable character about as well. If you ask me, there is something amiss about that old man, Tomas.
I don't know, I think he's just a, like, kind of creepy, but he really just loves books. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this one. Hopefully we'll get some of those students beforehand, but if not, it won't be the end of the world. And then we just need to do a little bit more gift giving for Mercedes. If we could finish that up this month as well, that'd be great, because then we pretty much, like, the only other person I was looking at was Ingrid, and then maybe Felix later on, or one of the other guys, like Ferdinand or something. I don't know if Ferdinand can be... If we look at supports, we could probably tell who can be recruited. Like Ferdinand, maybe. Linhart, he's kind of... I don't really like him that much. Bernadette's kind of funny, but doesn't mean a whole lot. I don't know if we can get Aloise. And it doesn't appear that Gilbert is on here. But we need kind of like a huge tank as well, since we don't have anyone going that path yet except for Hilda, but she's a little bit behind in level. So I don't know if Aloise fulfills that role or not. We can't check their class from here. We'd have to go to the food place, the dining hall. But I'm not going to do that at the moment because this is going to be the end of the episode. So either way, hopefully you enjoyed this one, and I will see you next time.